last time we went to Peru was 17 years ago. We followed the Pan American Highway from Chile into Peru. We stopped in the farming town of Moquegua and then drove to Arequipa. It's a beautiful colonial town that we visited on our trip to South America back in 2002.
We are on the Panamericana in Peru. It took us a little over an hour, I think, at the border. Hour and a quarter, Helen says. And now we are driving towards Arequipa.
The Panamericana goes all the way through Peru, along the coast and up to Ecuador, a distance of more than 2,300 kilometres. The landscape is fascinating. Barren desert with hardly any vegetation and virtually no one around. Driving on the tarmac road is easy going. There are a number of toll stations along the way, but only southbound traffic pays until we got to Lima later on in our trip. From May to December, the coastal fog rises from the Pacific Ocean into the mountain areas, and the visibility is greatly impaired.
Into the unknown.
Once you leave the coast, the Pan American Highway meanders through the hills, and you're constantly going up and down between 300 metres and 1,400 metres.
We're just outside of Moquegua, and it's green here. We're at 1,135 metres, and it's 6 o'clock, the sun's going down. But after all the sand, it's kind of nice to see some green stuff here. Definitely farming country. We spent our first night in Peru at the gas station. It was okay. This is a place where lorries stop for the night. Here's the gas station. Lots of solar panels in the background and the favelas in the front. Break, and I think we're almost down to sea level now.
165.
165. Our bottles, we've been constantly up and down between 1,400 meters and sea level, and look what happened to an empty bottle, or almost empty bottle. Pop the lid.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Ah, magic.
It's bent here.
It's the coolest thing. We're approaching Arequipa, and you can already see the volcanoes. This is earthquake country, so hopefully we're not gonna encounter one while we're here. We're over 2,000 meters now, and we're going down into the city. This is our campground in Arequipa. It's 25 soles per person, which is roughly $17 for the two of us a night. Not exactly cheap. It's a good location. It's only 3 blocks to the Central Plaza. So it's perfect for sightseeing in Arequipa. We're in front of the cathedral. This tower was down last time we were here. And it's very unusual, but there's hardly anybody around. This is the largest cathedral in South America, in Arequipa. An impressive building. We're going to go and have a look inside later on when it's open again. We're in a pizzeria, and this is just an entree that we actually get along with our meal. Hot sauce. Yeah, it is quite hot. It comes afterward. Now we're getting the garlic bread with cheese. And excellent. This is our veggie pizza.
Arequipa is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and famous for its statuesque white buildings in the colonial area of the city, which is why it's referred to as the White City of Arequipa. The most beautiful church in town is the Iglesia de la Compañía.
Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia.
We have to have some dessert now. Helen could actually work here. Her shirt has the same color. It's so cool. This is why we buy it. Look at this. Es una fruta. Helen is absolutely in style here with her t-shirt. Sauca. We could not work it out, but it's really nice. And the other one is a mango. Mango or maracuya? Mango. Look at this ice cream. Helen is... We were happy with our ice cream, but now...
A series of volcanic mountains dominate the city skyline. Chichani to the left is 6,057 meters high. Misty to the right is 5,822 meters. Arequipa is often hit by major earthquakes. In June 2001, parts of the cathedral and other buildings were destroyed by one measuring 8.4 on the Richter scale. It also killed over 100 people. We were in Arequipa 1 year after that earthquake, and the cathedral was closed for repairs. So on our second visit, it had been impressively rebuilt, and we were happy to see it in all its glory. Arequipa is also very beautiful and safe at night. Lots of people are out and about and enjoy the mild summer night around the main square, the Plaza de Armas.
We are at a small vegetarian restaurant in the courtyard, and Helen ordered a blueberry smoothie. It's very good. It's very healthy too. It's not artificial, it's made with blueberries, definitely, and milk and ice.
Fast food.
Yeah, we're trying something healthy tonight. We ordered some spring rolls, and then we ordered something that we couldn't work out.
Something called delicious seitan.
These are our spring rolls filled with cheese. I haven't had it yet, but Helen is not saying a word, which means it's a very good sign. Good. What's the sauce?
No idea.
There's a dip in there, and it looks really yummy.
It must be vegan cheese.
Vegan cheese, okay.
Because they don't have...
Oh, the veganessa or whatever is the dip. We have to work out what it is. This is our main menu. What was it? Satay?
Satay.
Satay with grilled vegetables and potatoes. I think it's a pineapple, but we see what it is. It might be for me, because Helen doesn't like pineapple. But it looks good. The menu here is only $3, 10 soles. It looks also very good.
We really like visiting the markets in Peru. Fruit and vegetables, as well as all kinds of meat, are fairly cheap here, and there's lots of choice. It's also very colourful and great for people watching. Spontaneously, we decide to go on a half-day tour.
Helen is the new tour guide. Sígame. We don't often do a tour, but this is really funny. We're going to see a mirador over Arequipa. He's doing the little Chinese tour today. Nein, Taiwan. Taiwan speaks English. Right?
Yeah.
Of Samacola for this cross. No? You see in this part many ornaments of the crucifixion of Jesus, the Christ. Yes, vamos a ver ornamentación de la crucifixión de Cristo en esta cruz. ¿Listo? Yes. It's the sound, no? The misty. Yes, the misty. It's a volcano. Yes, has 6 or 5 eruptions approx.
Joel, our tour guide, is really sweet, but his English is hard to understand. Sometimes we understand more from his Spanish.
It's hot, isn't it?
A las 2 y a las una más whisky.
After the viewpoint, we drive out to the quarry to see how the white sillar blocks are being cut out from the volcanic layers. Dating back to colonial days, the rock was used to build the churches, public buildings and houses in Arequipa's centre. The quarry workers have replicated the facade of the Iglesia de la Compañía, a landmark in Arequipa's historic city centre. The sculptured rock face reminded us of Petra in Jordan. Well, a much smaller version of course, but still impressive. The most important canteras, or ravine, is called Añashuayco. It houses 7 of the 17 active quarries located in Arequipa. While factory production of sillar has reduced the number of workers that choose to pass on their skill from generation to generation, there are still some 50-odd maestros canteros, or quarrymen, who continue to work just as their fathers and grandfathers did before them. You can watch them as they make perfectly shaped white stone slabs using only basic tools, a sledgehammer and a chisel. They only get 5 soles per block, which is approximately $1.50.
Helen did all these already. She's a fast learner. Wasn't a big deal, was it?
20 minutes. Joel took us to one of the quarrymen who explained the process.
Plástico para cortar. Los dejo con el señor para que pueda explicar. ¿Listo?
Completamente natural. Ya sea hecha por el lodo, por simplemente previamente nosotros ya viendo en el suelo ya el bloque enorme comenzamos. Exacto.
Security, ¿no?
Lo picas y hay una técnica, ¿no? Tienes que tener buen oído. Comienza como a cocinar.
The sound, ¿no? When this is cut, it's the sound.
Que demora, ¿no? Puede demorar.
Okay, it's wrong.
Incluso demora una
No,
semana.
for extraction. When the cut,
Caerse, ¿no?
it's possible
Y
1 week
la piedra ya está
to
en
go
el suelo.
down the material.
Peligroso porque ahí mira, una caída, no ha habido nunca un accidente.
Muerte.
Many people dead here, no? For this extraction. The other extraction, it's the, for example, the old people. It's difficult. It's work for young people. These people is cut in the top, 1 block. Cut here, and now only this block here. Not everything, no? The difference, the time. For example, you see the many material, no? It's every farallon. But when you extraction only 1 block, a small block is 1 to 2 meses, 2 months approx work. But this material is for 6 months, 7 months. No, the difference.
Ya, es 30 por 55.
Every people use this.
20, depende, ¿no?
Okay? No?
¿Cuánto tiempo dura un segundo?
Dura entre 15 a 10 minutos.
The fabric 1 sillar is
Lo hacen más rápido
15
ustedes.
No,
minutes
lo que se ve acá es si es que tiene.
Claro, ¿quién ya sabe?
Aquí vamos a sacar 2.
Por ejemplo,
How many?
Tenemos
2 sillars in this rock, in this block, no?
1, 20, 20.
ahí sí. Ahí manda, ¿no?
In
Más o menos que vaya por acá, le decimos.
yes.
Y ahí ya se va
In Spanish time no
perfilando
use this.
Claro.
This no. It's only
Le vamos a hacer la llamada cuñera, ¿no?
no more.
Que sirve para partir el bloque. La cuñera es un agujero en forma de V. En forma de V, ¿para qué? Para que entre
El cincel.
el cincel justo calzadito.
Y se abre.
Yes. And you see.
Lo dejamos ver.
Yeah. Okay. Entonces ya sabemos la extracción hacia aquí. And the other, this extraction, no? For the price, for example, only 1 sillar, the price is 5 soles. Okay? Yes? But it's necessary 200 sillars for the market. No? In the market, 200 sillars is 1,000 soles, 900 soles. Approx. It's possible the construction, the fabric in 1 month, one more, 1 weekend, 2 weeks more. No? Depends. In the market, the price is 1,800 soles, 1,600 soles. No? Depends. Okay, señores?
Aquí le vamos dando el acabado más fino ya.
More fine, ¿no?
Más filudo.
Other fine. Ok, el precio, les decía, señor, trend.
Ya,
The
empezamos
secret.
con lo que les he dicho, ¿no? Los plásticos.
Ajá.
Puede ser de un balde, de una botella, netamente plástico, ¿no?
Plastic. It's possible one cook.
Ahí se pone el
Graciosa.
cincel.
Ahí
The
va
other is plastic.
a haber una reacción de presión, de presionarse mucho, se va a quebrar.
It's pressure, ¿no?
Si lo haces sin el plástico no sale bien.
Si lo haces en el plástico va a estar chancando. Tal vez
Not
se
use
rompa,
plastic
medio
only.
así,
Claro,
medio
claro.
Not
o
cut.
simplemente se pierde el cincel.
Claro.
For only plants.
Le damos una marcada que siempre ayuda. Este es el secreto de los canteros. Marcada con un combo, ¿no?
Conociendo el terreno y por dónde va ahí uno.
Sí. Y ahí. ¿Alguien que quiera chancar?
One voluntary. One, una una señorita, señora, joven, caballero. Ok, ¿tienes otro más para que esté aquí? Ok, and other got this, okay.
Wow.
Está contratada,
Otro aquí.
5 soles.
Ahí ya tenemos.
A ver, ustedes una demostración para ellos ahí. Cortesía del Pokémon. Es perfecto, ¿no?
Nosotros ya, seguidamente, ya le damos el molde que le diga.
Ahí lo va a perfilar,
Ya seguimos el proceso del conveado, ¿no? Con las esquinas.
For the hammer is speciality. ¿No?
Conectamos la barrera con
In one day, it's possible that one young people, possible 18, 12, depend, no? It's young. But it's possible you see old people. These people fabric in one day 8 sillar, 5 sillar for one day, no? Depend the years, the people, the years old.
We're off to go into the slot canyon here. La señora Helen. Ist okay. Nee, brauchst du nicht, ich mach Video.
Snakes, no?
Aha.
¿Qué? Bajando por las piedritas.
There's some petroglyphs in here.
Este lugarcito se llama la quebrada de...
In our next video, we are heading back to the coast of Peru and then straight through the capital city of Lima.
Nothing that stops you from going over the edge here. Huge sand dune right next to us. And yeah, you have to be really, really careful. There's another small oasis up on the top here. I'm so glad Helen's driving. I would have gotten a heart attack already.
Why do you want to go left when you have a look at the front?
Okay. I tell you, I died about 1,000 heart attacks in the last.
This
Well,
is not the way to
100
drive. This is really not the way to drive. But only in capital cities you have to drive the way all the other idiots are driving. Because otherwise, yeah, it's true. It's true. You have to drive like an idiot because otherwise you will have an accident.
On the main Panamericana. Holy shit, babes. We had the scare of our life. Our back door was open because I bought the strawberries and forgot to close the door.
Forgot to close the door, and it's only because I leaned a long way in to see. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh God. There are the strawberries and I forgot to close the door.
So we've been driving.
We went to open door for how many kilometers?
I don't know. When did we buy them? 10 minutes? All the way through the roadworks. And we didn't even lose a pair of shoes.